America, we got to get back to doing what's expected of us as free citizens in this democracy. That means being tolerant, being respectful, staying informed, and being engaged. I'm former Congressman Joe Walsh. Follow me here and join the millions of Americans who are renewing their social contract with each other. The social contract, it's on us. Hey, hope you all had a good weekend this Monday. No kings in America. Look, I get it. We all have our beliefs. We don't want those beliefs challenged. We don't want anybody to poke holes in those beliefs. So we tend to believe anything that fits with our beliefs. We tend to believe all kinds of bullshit that fits with our world view. We all do this. You think Trump's the worst guy in the world? You're generally gonna believe or wanna believe any bad thing that's said about Trump. You think Trump is the greatest? You're generally going to ignore all the bad stuff that he does and says. We all have our political beliefs. We all live in our comfortable political bubbles, and we don't want anything to puncture those bubbles. And so we will believe stuff that's not true. We're easily swayed. We're easily fooled because we want to cling to and hang on to what we know is right. Make America great. We've got an open border. So damn it, anything Elon Musk or Donald Trump tells me right now that fits with my worldview, that we've got 1 billion immigrants coming across the border every single day, I'm going to cling to that misinformation, that disinformation, that bullshit, and those lies. I get it. We're all, to a degree, the same way. It's so much easier. It's so much easier being fed stuff that fits with the way we think. And it's so much more difficult and so much more challenging to accept the truth when the truth challenges what we think we believe. And by the way, this is why politicians lie to you. This is why Sean Hannity lies to you. This is why your MSNBC host lies to you. Sean Hannity knows every single night when you tune into Sean Hannity knows where you're coming from politically. He knows what your worldview is. He knows what you want to think. He knows what you want to believe about Trump. And so Sean Hannity will feed you shit that fits with that worldview. He knows who his audience is, so he'll feed you bullshit. It doesn't have to be true. What Hannity says about the border, what Hannity says about deportations, what Hannity says about Trump, it doesn't have to be true. Hannity will feed you because he knows you're going to buy it, because you want to buy it. You want to believe we've got a crisis down at our border, whatever the issue is. We all do it. The left does it too. But it's most pronounced on the right, because right now the right worships a guy, Donald Trump, who lies to them every time he opens his mouth. I get it. I get why it's so much more comfortable to cling to what we believe, and so we accept lies that fit with our beliefs. But the problem is When we accept the lies, when we accept the misinformation and the disinformation, it only divides us and it breeds fear. It breeds real fear. And it's right in front of us right now. It's right in front of us right now. Real life example right now. Donald Trump right now is lying to every single American when it comes to these immigration raids and the deportations. Donald Trump's lying to you. He's trying to fool you. Donald Trump wants the American people to think that, oh my God, 1 week ago, we started doing something new and unprecedented that we ain't never done before. We are putting non-citizens on airplanes and we are deporting them to Colombia and Ecuador and Peru and you name it. And we've never done that before. Look at me. Look at me. I'm Donald Trump. I'm doing something that Obama didn't do, Biden didn't do. It's all a lie. It's all bullshit. But Trump wants you to think this is really, really new, what he's doing with these ICE raids and these deportation flights. He's trying to fool you because he knows, like Hannity knows his audience, Donald Trump knows that every single one of his supporters wants to believe that finally, oh my God, finally, we're going to deport. Finally, we're going to deport people who are in this country illegally. Biden never did it and Obama never did it. Finally, the great King Donald is going to do it. Finally. He knows you want to believe that, guys. So he feeds you that. Now, even worse, he's trying to scare the hell out of immigrants in this country. I'll get to that in a second. And he's trying to humiliate other countries. So let's be clear, right? And let's get into. This might be hard, but MAGA, I want you to hang with me. I'm going to present factual information on raids and deportations. I'm going to present the facts, not caring if it fits with your worldview, not caring if it fits with your politics. I just think if we are a people, if we are a free people in this democracy, we got to be somewhat, all of us, somewhat tethered to the truth. We just have to be. And this weekend, as Donald Trump put non-citizens on a military plane and sent them back to their country of Colombia, and it created the whole biggest hoo-ha-ha, brouhaha ever in the world. And we've got Donald Trump saying, see, I'm doing something nobody's done. See, Colombia back down. And all of Trump's supporters are saying right now, see, Donald Trump finally did something that Obama and Biden didn't do. Colombia back down. King Donald is back with us. Everything is good. That's what Trump wants you to believe. And hey, MAGA, because I love you and I respect you. And by the way, MAGA, I ain't going to lie to you. Hello, TikTok. Hello, TikTok. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth and I'm going to tell you what I think. I don't give a damn if you like it. Because I respect you, MAGA. Let me remind everybody listening to me right now, when someone lies to you, they don't respect you, right? When someone lies to you repeatedly, they don't think very highly of you. They don't respect you. If you got a spouse who's always lying to you, that spouse doesn't respect you. If you've got a business partner and a friend who always lies to you, that business partner, that friend, they don't think very highly of you. So when Sean Hannity lies to you every night, and when Donald Trump lies to you, my MAGA folk, every time he opens his mouth, Donald Trump doesn't respect you. I'm going to respect you. because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to give you the facts. You know what Trump's going to do? Trump's going to do what he did last night, right? So there was a raid in Chicago, right? And look what Donald Trump did. Show me Dr. Phil, Keith. There was a raid, an ICE operation in Chicago yesterday, and Donald Trump had Dr. Phil embedded on the raid. Yeah, yeah, Dr. Phil, a talk show host, and creating a video. Donald Trump put a camera on it. In fact, thanks, Keith. Show me that other headline talking about Trump trying to fool you all. Trump has told our immigration cops to dress for the cameras. Why would he do that? Trump has said, wear raid jackets that generate a lot of media attention. Oh, MAGA, why would he do that? Why would he have Dr. Phil on a ICE raid? But I digress. So as we're all caught up right now in a potential trade war between Colombia and America, and we've got these deportation planes, and everybody's bent out of shape. Oh my God, oh my God. And by the way, there are a lot of Democrats and people on the left who are bent out of shape, who are afraid that Donald Trump is beginning something that no other president has done. Oh my God, he's going to be going into schools and churches. He's going to mass deportate 11, 12 million people who are non-citizens in this country. It's going to be horrible. Even the left is afraid of that because Trump is trying to fool Democrats in the left as well into believing that he's doing something big and new that we've never done. Let's all pause for a moment, take a breath before we get back into it, MAGA, and let's just address the facts on immigration raids and deportations. So these raids, these targeted raids, there was a raid last night in Chicago. Dr. Phil was there. Newsflash, everybody. These targeted raids, they've been going on every week in America for the last 30 some years. These targeted raids went on every week when Joe Biden was president. What do you think of that? They went on every single week when Barack Obama was president for 2 terms. This is what our immigration cops do, and this is what they've been doing. And again, the only difference is Trump put a camera on it because he's trying to fool you and scare people. Trump grabbed a talk show host and embedded a talk show host. Biden didn't talk about it. Obama didn't talk about it. Trump thumps his chest about these targeted raids, right? To get you to think he's doing something brand new. The deportations, these putting non-citizens on aeroplanes and flying them back to their host countries. These deportation flights have been going on for years. It's the principal mode of transportation on how we remove deport non-citizens outside of Mexico. We put them on planes. We've been doing it forever. We did it when Biden was president. We did it when Obama was president. By the way, I want to remind everybody, again, right now, MAGA, I'm just putting facts in front of you, truth. And I know this one bothers you, but you need to hear it. Just again, we can argue and debate about deporting people who are in this country illegally. If you are a citizen in this country, though, you need to debate and have conversations about this issue based on the facts, based on the truth. You can't debate and have a conversation with somebody if they're not even at all tethered to the facts or truth. And look, here's the truth. Barack Obama, in each of his 2 terms, deported way more people than Donald Trump did in his term. That's just a fact. In Obama's first term, he deported 2.9 million non-citizens. In Barack Obama's second term, he deported 1.9 million non-citizens. In Donald Trump's first term, he deported 1.5 million non-citizens. So 2.9 million, 1.9 million compared to Trump's 1.5 million. Barack Obama deported way more people than Donald Trump. I know that doesn't fit your worldview. But remember what I started with. You got to be tethered to the truth. And that's the truth. Joe Biden, in his 4 years, deported exactly the same amount as Donald Trump did. They each deported 1.5 million people. By the way, here's another fact. Barack Obama deported primarily single men with criminal records, as did Joe Biden. That's what Barack Obama focused on. Trump, he didn't focus on them. He just tried to deport anybody. But Barack Obama deported more. Understand that and know that. This notion right now, again, more facts, more truth. Like Trump put people from Colombia on a military plane over the weekend, sent it down to Colombia. Colombia denied the military plane. It all worked itself out. We'll get into that in a second. But all of Trump's supporters said, oh my God, look at what we're doing. Trump is finally doing what we should do. And Colombia gave us the middle finger. We finally put illegals on an aeroplane, sent them back to their host country. And Colombia said, no, Donald, MAGA, MAGA. As if this is something we've never done. Again, bear with me. Here's the truth. Here's some factual information. When Joe Biden was president, we sent 275 plane loads of non-citizens back to Colombia. There were 275 flights. There were 275 of these deportation flights from America just to Colombia in Biden's 4 years. 275 times we did it. In fact, 120 deportation flights to Colombia in 2024 alone. Do you see that? Again, Biden didn't put a camera on it. Biden didn't raise a stink about it. Biden didn't try to start a trade war about it. Biden didn't try to humiliate Colombia about it, but Biden did it. 275 deportation flights just to Colombia in Biden's 4 years as president. You didn't know that because too many of you believe that Donald Trump is doing something new. He's not, but Trump wants you to think he's doing something new. And by the way, another factual piece of information, the plane that was denied down in Colombia and came back, it was a military plane. Typically, the non-citizens are put on ICE planes, our immigration officials' planes. Trump handcuffed them, and put them on military planes. Colombia didn't like that. That wasn't the way they'd been doing it. As Colombia's president said, that's not treating these people humanely. Handcuff them and put them on military planes. So Colombia's president said, get that plane out of here. And by the way, anybody listening to me right now, if you don't understand why any Latin American country would have a problem with American military planes flying into their countries, then you need to Google and you need to read a book about Latin America in the 20th century. This thing was resolved when Colombia's president sent his plane up there to put his people on the planes. Trump did something different by putting them on military planes. This is not new. Please disagree with me about you think Trump's the greatest, fine. But just know some basic truths. Putting non-citizens on planes and flying them back to their home countries has been going on every single week for the last 20 to 30 years. This is not new. Barack Obama did more of it than Donald Trump. Joe Biden did just as much of it as Donald Trump. And again, just Colombia alone under Biden, 275 of these flights went down to Colombia. And Colombia accepted them. And there was no big fight. There was no public humiliation of Colombia. We didn't start a trade war. Biden didn't put a camera on these planes, just like Obama didn't. Trump did. Trump did. So what's the difference? Why is this going on right now? Why does this seem like such a big deal, what Trump is doing right now? Let me close this section with a couple thoughts. Biden and Obama did exactly what Donald Trump is doing now. Obama did more of it than Trump. Biden did exactly the same of it. One way to look at it is Obama deported more people than Trump. Biden deported the same number of people as Trump. Biden and Obama weren't cruel about it. The difference between what Trump's doing and what Obama did and what Biden did is Donald Trump is putting a camera on everything he's doing. He's putting a camera on everything he's doing. You saw that headline? Donald Trump has ordered the immigration cops to put on uniforms that look good on TV. Now, why would the President of the United States say that? Look good on TV. We want to generate a lot of media. That's the difference, right? Donald Trump is thumping his chest. Donald Trump is putting a camera on what we've always done. Why? Why is Donald Trump doing that? Three reasons. Donald Trump is lying to you. He wants to fool you into thinking he's doing something new and different. That's reason number one. He's not doing anything new and different, but Trump's putting a camera on it. Trump's sending Dr. Phil on an immigration raid, a talk show host. How utterly unserious, how ugly, how stupid. Trump wants you to think he's doing something new. He's not. The second reason Trump is putting a camera on everything he's doing, and he's not doing anything that any other American president hadn't done. The other reason he's putting a camera on it, he's trying to scare migrants. He's trying to scare immigrants. He wants immigrants around the country. He wants the 11 to 12 to 13 million people who are in this country legally, the vast majority of whom are law-abiding people who've been working, paying taxes, and contributing to our economy and their communities for years. Donald Trump wants to scare them. Donald Trump wants these migrants, these immigrants, to believe that he's coming after them. That's just cruel. That's just mean. That's cruel. That's ugly. That's fear-mongering. And finally, look, Trump's doing what he's doing, putting a camera on this stuff. Donald Trump is putting a camera on these things that Obama did and Biden did. Obama and Biden, who didn't put a camera on them, Trump's putting a camera on them because Trump wants to humiliate the host countries. Trump wanted to humiliate Colombia. Joe Biden sent 275 deportation airplanes down to Colombia in his 4 years. You never heard squat about it. Joe Biden didn't say a damn thing about it. It was the way the two countries worked together. There was a bilateral agreement on how we do this. Biden didn't say a thing. Trump wants to scare people, humiliate the countries, and lie to you. Look, last piece of factual information on this, because we knew from the beginning, because Donald Trump said he was going to do this, that he was going to do mass deportations right out of the gate. It's all bullshit. It's all performative. We knew this was coming. So you understand the numbers. Right now, there are about 600,000 people in this country illegally who have criminal records. About 600,000 people. Every American president should remove them. Obama removed them. Biden removed a lot of them. Obama removed a lot of them. I think damn near anybody listening to me right now, Republican or Democrat, agrees. If you're in this country illegally and you have a criminal record, even a violent criminal record, you need to be gone. You need to be out of here. That's about 600,000 or so folks. Every American president should remove them. That's what Obama focused on doing. That's what Biden focused on doing. If that's what Donald Trump focuses on doing, fine. God bless. Great. He'll put a camera on each one to make you think he's deporting 13 million people in this country illegally. But if Trump only goes after the people in this country illegally who have criminal records, fine. He's doing something that every American president has done and should do. But here's the deal. There are about 13 million people in this country who are non-citizens, who are not here legally. 13 million. Remember, I told you 600,000 or so with criminal records, violent criminal records. There are a total of about 13 million people, non-citizens, living in this country. If Trump goes after the 600,000 or so criminals, fine. If Trump tries to go after the 13 million law-abiding, good, decent folk who've been here for years, well, then I'll scream mass deportation. You'll scream mass deportation. And damn near all of us Americans are going to stand up and take to the streets to defend these good folks who've been here in this country forever. Trump's not going to do that. Again, Donald Trump is all about bullshit. Dr. Phil, Donald Trump is all about bullshit. Hey, immigration cops, damn it, I want you to put uniforms on that look good on TV. That's Trump. In a fucking headline, that's Trump. Ordering our immigration cops to look good on TV. That's Trump. What Trump's going to do is this performative bullshit week after week and month after month to convince the American people that he's doing something Obama and Biden didn't do. I think that's what Trump's going to do. Scare the shit out of immigrants, lie to his supporters. That's probably what Trump's going to do. Because, gang, here's the deal to close this. If you really, again, facts and truth, if you really want to deport all 13 million or so folks who are in this country not legally, non-citizens, 13 million or so, if you want, by the way, the vast majority of whom simply overstayed their visas. Again, it's the theme, right? Come on, everybody, all of us. It's part of our social contract with each other. We've got to stay informed. And staying informed means we got to be tethered to the truth. And the truth is the truth. Again, believe whatever you want to believe, but have a basis of truth. The truth is, of the 13 million people in this country who are not citizens, the vast majority of them simply overstayed their visas. The vast majority of them are not crawling or running across the border. That's not who most of those 13 million people are. Again, truth. And here's another truth. If you want to get rid of all 13 million, um, first of all, it's going to cost gazillions. I mean, gazillions. It's going to take years. You're going to have to build prisons and detention facilities and hire a zillion more people. It's going to cost a shitload of money. And the impact on the economy, think of these 13 to 14 million people, non-citizens in this country. Just take a second and think of who they are and what they do. Think of all the jobs they do. Think of all the work they do. Think of how they impact the economy. Get rid of them. Get rid of them all. I think everybody listening to me right now, even you, MAGA, you can see the impact that would have. So my quick advice here is this is all ugly, cruel, divisive, unserious bullshit what Trump is doing right now. Sending Dr. Phil on a fucking immigration raid, putting a camera on and creating videos of these immigration raids, making sure the immigration cops look good on TV. This is all ugly, cruel, divisive fear mongering. Ignore it. Just don't let Trump succeed with his lies and his performative bullshit. If and when it gets to the point where he's going after people beyond the violent criminals, then we can begin to shout and scream. By the way, and it happened last week in Newark, New Jersey, Democrats, you should be screaming, damn it. Democrats are so bad at this. Democrats are so bad at messaging. There was a targeted raid in Newark, New Jersey last week, right? Going after a few violent criminals who are in this country illegally. But in that apprehension, in that raid, ICE, our immigration folks, scooped up good, decent people. They scooped up a U.S. military veteran. And damn it, if Democrats had their act together, there'd be a name and a face on that U.S. military a veteran that our immigration cops grabbed. And there will be mistakes because Trump is ugly, he's gross, he's sloppy, he's stupid, and he will nab people. People will get caught up in these raids who shouldn't get caught up. And every time that happens, we all should pounce and call it out because the vast majority of Americans do not want 13 million good, decent, law-abiding people deported. You might want that, MAGA. You may want that, Trump supporter. But the vast majority of Americans don't want 13 million non-citizens deported. They understand how much it's going to cost. They understand how it's going to hurt the economy. They understand how it's cruel and divisive. The latest Pew polling out, the latest Pew research data out just last year showed that 64% of Americans, 64% believe that non-citizens who don't have violent criminal records should be able to stay in this country as long as certain requirements are met. Only 35% of Americans say that all 13 million non-citizens should be deported. So most Americans don't want them all deported. Ignore the performative bullshit. Focus on the truth. And I just love saying this to my MAGA listeners. I just love saying it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. TikTok, let me have a little bit of fun. Barack Obama deported way more people than Donald Trump did. That's the truth. That's a fact. Oh, I just love saying that. Hey, last quick topic. Thank you for listening this Monday. Today is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Elon Musk, you paying attention? Hey, Elon, you paying attention? Today is also the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, the gas chambers at Auschwitz. Liberated today, 80 years ago. Never, never forget. Elon Musk, what he was in Germany speaking to that far right neo-Nazi anti-Semitic political party. Yeah, that's right. Elon was in Germany preaching to them, speaking to them late last week. And he told them, hey, Germans, get over it. Okay, stop feeling so damn much guilt for what your prior generations did when it came to the Holocaust. Think of how shameful and tone deaf you got to be if you're Elon Musk and you spread that message Friday, 3 days before International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Elon Musk telling the German people, get over it, get over the Holocaust. Germans today shouldn't feel any guilt about what happened in the Holocaust, about what their prior generations did. What ugly bullshit that is. The Holocaust, gang, was not that long ago. Start there. The Holocaust was not that long ago. The German people should be reminded every single day and every single year what their prior generations did. And the German people today should always have that awareness and should always feel a little bit of guilt about what their prior generations did, so that the German people will always know to never go down that road again. It's why all of us Americans should have a wee little bit of guilt for how this great, wonderful experiment in democracy was founded upon slavery, our original sin. We should all carry a little bit of that with us. And by the way, that was a hell of a lot long ago than the Holocaust. Anti-Semitism is real. Look at it around the world. Look at it on our college campuses. Look at it in Europe. Anti-Semitism is real. It's ugly and it's real, and it's practiced by the far right and the far left. When we say Holocaust never again, Auschwitz never again, understand it happened not that long ago. It could happen again. It's not a long road from hating people to discriminating against certain people to dehumanizing certain people to committing violence against certain people to systematically and engaging in industrial murder, genocide of a certain people. The gas chambers in Auschwitz, the gas chambers, liberated 80 years ago today, that was the end of that sequence. The gas chambers, that was the end. It began with hate. It continued with ideas and words and prejudice and bigotry and dehumanizing. And then it got into political violence. It ended then with the gas chambers. That was the end of the road. That wasn't the beginning. It began with hate. Don't tell me the human species is not capable of that again. We all got to be on guard. We all need to remember, all of us, not just the German people, remember the Holocaust. Never again, never again, never again. Never forget, never again. And stop with the hate. Stop with the hate. Hey, thank you for listening. A couple final things, logistics here. Thank you for listening. Hope you had a great weekend. If you want to send me an email, do joewalshwhiteflag@gmail.com. All one word, joewalshwhiteflag@gmail.com. Second thing, you see my No Kings little tag above me. I changed my profile picture to No Kings everywhere because we don't have kings in America, right? We don't, right? If you want to join me and be part of this No Kings movement, go to oneflaginitiative.org. oneflaginitiative.org. That's all one word. Go there, learn about it, and learn how it's really easy. You can change your profile pic to No Kings as well. God bless. Hey, tether yourself. Believe what you want to believe, but tether yourself. Try to tether yourself to the truth. Believe what you want to believe, but doggone it, be more fact-based. All of us. Be brave, everybody. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been The Social Contract.